So I apologize about the technical difficulties here, but I've gone and restarted the stream now in the hopes that that's going to make the audio work. I apologize about Seems like we're back up and going here now. As the internet's been a little bit shaky here around the park the last few days, so what we did miss there, Ryan Pana singled to right center field. That loaded the bases for the Rangers. The next batter, Tanner Young Schultz, he got out. Following that, Tanner Young Schultz hit a little chopper back to the mound, which was played by Jorge Fragoni. He got the force out at the plate. And then, as you saw right there, Noah Case, the DH, just struck out looking to end the threat in the bottom of the first. So, apologize about that. Hopefully, we won't have any more issues with our audio and picture. Like I said, I'm kind of at the mercy of the internet around me here, as there's no internet connection here at Cullen. So we'll do our best to try and keep it online here. But for the Rangers in the bottom half of the first inning, they scored no runs on 2 hits. There was no Lee side errors, and the Rangers leave 3 runners on base. So after an inning of play here from Ronald Cullen Stadium in Windsor, Ontario, it remains scoreless between the Lee side Leafs and Etobicoke Rangers as we continue here on Championship Monday of the 2025 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifying Tournament Championship game. We'll take a short pause and we'll be right back here for the top of the second inning. So we're back for action here in the top of the second inning with center fielder Michael DeLuca leading things off for the Leafs. 7, 8, 9 due up here for Lee side with the catcher Graham Henry due up second. The designated hitter Andrew Clifford due up third. No score here as we play in the top of the second inning. That pitch swung on and missed for a strike.
What's with the beer?
That pitch called a strike on the outside corner. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count on DeLuca. That pitch just misses for a ball. Evens the count 2-2. Here's the pitch from Tomochko. Up and in. Umpire says yes on the swing. And DeLuca is down on strikes for the first out here in the top of the second inning.
Batting eighth, the catcher, number 27, Graham Henry.
So first pitch to catcher Graham Henry in there for strike one. And we apologize about our earlier technical issues. We seem to have them sorted now. That pitch just missing out for a ball. The 1-1 pitch coming. Ball hit down the right field line, but it is going to slice foul and out of play. It's the count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Curveball that misses up and in for ball 2, excuse me. So the count now, 2 balls and 2 strikes on the catcher, Henry. DH Andrew Clifford waits on deck. Ball popped up. It is going to be back and out of play. The count will remain 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another 2-2 pitch. That slider misses way up for ball 3. So the count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here as we play in the top of the second inning. 3-2 pitch. That one misses just down for a ball.
Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 19, Andrew Clifford.
So 1 out, that's going to bring up the number 9 hitter on the day, the DH Andrew Clifford. First pitch from Tomochko, fastball that misses inside for ball 1. Tomochko going to give a check over at first. Graham Henry back in safely. That pitch misses as well for ball 2. So the count now, 2-0. That one missing as well for a ball. 3 balls and no strikes to count. Here's the pitch. That fastball splits the plate for strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Graham Henry, the runner at first for the Leafs. 1 out as we play in the top of the second inning. No score. That ball popped up on the infield. Third baseman David Boato makes the call. He makes the catch. And there are now 2 outs here in the top of the second inning.
The batter is number 1, Mackenzie Mitchell.
So 2 outs now with a runner at first. Mac Mitchell going to be the next batter, but it looks like we do have a pitching change here for the Rangers as Julian Tomochko going to exit this ball game. So we'll take a brief pause here as we get the name of the new pitcher and get you set up. It's runner on first here with 2 outs, top of the second. No score between the Leaside Leafs and Etobicoke Rangers. We'll be right back after a short break. So we're all set to return to action here in the top of the second inning. There are two outs here for Leaside. The runner on first is catcher Graham Henry. And the new pitcher on the mound for the Etobicoke Rangers is right-hander number 7, Justin Teekman. So shortstop Mac Mitchell going to dig in for his second at-bat of the game. He walked in his first at-bat back in the first inning. First pitch in there for strike 1. Joe, thanks for jumping in on the stream. That pitch misses for a ball, so the count now is 1 ball and 1 strike to the shortstop Mitchell. Good slider there from Teachman as Mitchell swings through that one for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here on Mackenzie Mitchell. Here's the pitch. Runner takes off to second. That ball popped up behind the dish. Young Schultz able to crouch under that one and make the catch. And that's all for the Leafs here in the top half of the second inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. The score after 1.5 innings of play remains scoreless between the Leaside Leafs and the Etobicoke Rangers. We'll take a short break and be right back for the bottom of the second inning in a few minutes. So we're back for action here in the bottom of the second inning. Sorry, there's a couple of defensive changes here for the Lee side Leafs this inning, as second baseman Nick Manikarakis has exited the game, as Hunter Bisser hits that one up the middle off the glove of shortstop Mac McKenzie and into center field for a leadoff single.
Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 32, Dan Francis.
So the defensive changes for Lee side, number 7, Ben Baker, has now entered the game for Manikarakis. He takes over duties behind the plate. And Graham Henry, who was behind the plate, now takes over at second base for Manikarakis. First pitch to Dan Franchischetti, hit on the ground to shortstop. McKenzie on to second, on to first. Not in time, as Franchischetti shows good hustle down the line, able to beat that throw. So we have one out here in the bottom of the second inning, as Franchischetti reaches on the fielder's choice.
The second baseman, number 20, Mark Capone.
So one out for second baseman Mark Capone. Bergoni going to check on Franchischetti at first. He's back safely. No score between the Lee side Leafs and Etobicoke Rangers as we play here in the home half of the second inning. That pitch finds the outside corner for strike one. If you're joining us on our live stream this morning, thank you for spending part of your Monday here with us as the Civic Long Weekend in Ontario wraps up today. Another good fastball, that one right on the outside corner for strike two. So Capone in a hole here now, 0-2. Another check over to first. Franchischetti back in safely. Here's the pitch. That one going to sail outside for ball one. So the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Franchischetti, the runner at first. Bergoni with his sign and comes set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball up and away for ball 2. So the count now even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bergoni set. Here comes the pitch. 2-2, going to be chopped foul just over by the front of the Etobicoke dugout.
Keep working it. Let's go, 2-0.
That pitch missing outside as well. Count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another check to first base. Franchischetti back in safely. Full count pitch. Hit on the ground to third base. Mac Mitchell makes the play, makes the throw to first, but that's going to get under the glove of Ben Jones and over to the fence. And Capone slides into second safely. So good play there by Mac Mitchell. Will be able to get to that ball. Tries to make the throw on the run, just scoots under the glove of Ben Jones at first.
The batter number 1, Alex Moore.
So that will be an infield single for Mark Capone, and then both runners advance on the error. Get on the ground to second base. Graham Henry with the play, on to first. So 2 outs now, but that does bring the first run of this game across the plate for the Rangers. They lead now 1-0 with a runner on third base.
There's number 14, David Loretto.
So the RBI ground out there for the center fielder, Alex Thrower, has opened the scoring in this one. David Boato with a big swing at that one, but he just fouled back and out of play. Owen won the count here. Fergoni comes set. Here's the pitch. The fastball outside corner called strike 2. So 0-2 count here on the third baseman, Boato. Walked in his first at bat back in the first inning. Here's the pitch from Fergoni. Little slider on the outside corner, swung on and missed by Boato. And he is down on strikes for the third out here in the bottom of the second inning. So for Etobicoke in the home half of the second inning, 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 Lee side error, and the Rangers leave 1 runner on base. We are through 2 innings of play here in our championship game at the 2025 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifying Tournament. The score, the Etobicoke Rangers 1, and the Lee side Leafs no score. We'll take a short pause and be right back for the top of the third here in a few minutes. So we're back to action here, top of the third inning. 2-3-4 due up for the Lee side Leafs here against Etobicoke right-hander Justin Teachman. That pitch just misses inside for ball 1. Third baseman Ryan Ricci due up second this inning, with the right fielder Joe Woods due up third. That pitch missing inside as well for ball 2. So the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch from Teachman. That fastball splits the plate for strike 1. Two 1 pitch. Fouled back into the backstop for strike 2. Teachman battles back here. Count now 2-2. Here's the pitch. Fastball that just misses up for ball 3. Full count pitch. That one called strike 3 at the plate. Much to the dismay of Goldberg as he makes his way back to the bench. Regardless, we have one out here in the top of the third. So one out now. The batter is third baseman Ryan Ricci. Pitch from Teachman, hit towards center field. Thrower going to take a couple of steps to his left. He makes the catch. Ryan Ricci down for the second out.
The batter is number 52, Joe Woods.
So 2 quick outs here for Justin Teachman and the Rangers. It's going to bring up the right fielder, number 52, Joe Woods. First pitch to him. Slider tipped at the plate and foul. Woods 0 for 1. He popped out to first baseman Ryan Panis back in the first inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Slider hit on the ground to third base. Play made there by Boato. Throws across the diamond in time to retire Woods by a step. And that is all for the Lee Side Leafs here in the top half of the third inning. For Lee Side in the top half of the third inning, no runs, no hits. There were no Etobicoke errors, and no one left on base. We are through 2.5 innings of play here at the Micmac Sports Complex in Windsor, Ontario. The score remains the Etobicoke Rangers 1 and the Lee Side Leafs no score. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back for the bottom of the third inning here in a few minutes. So welcome back to the bottom of the third inning with Etobicoke first baseman Ryan Panis leading things off. He hits one to first base off the back of the glove of Ben Jones. He tries to take that on the backhand. And Panis going to reach to lead off the inning here for the Rangers.
The batter number 10, Michael Ferracubi.
Tough play there for Jones as he was going to his backhand. But Panis going to reach on the single. First pitch to shortstop Michael Ferracuti misses outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Another fastball tipped into the glove of Ben Baker for strike 1. So the count now, 1 ball, 1 strikes. Here's the pitch from Fergoni, hit on the ground towards third, but foul. So Panis will make his way back to first. Here's the pitch, fouled into the backstop, so Ferracuti able to keep himself alive. So the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on the shortstop, Michael Ferracuti. Panis with the lead from first. Fergoni going to check on him. He's back in safely. Fergoni gets his sign from Ben Baker. Here's the pitch. Slider that misses inside. The ball goes to the backstop. So Panis going to make his way to second on the wild pitch. So the Rangers are ready with a 1-0 lead in this one. They now have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. That pitch fouled back and out of play, so another good spoil there by Ferracuti. Fergoni with the sign. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit up the middle. Mackenzie Mitchell going to make the play, so he retires Ferracuti at first, but Panis with some alert base running there as he makes his way to third.
The batter number 5, Tanner Young-Schultz.
So with 1 out here, it's catcher Tanner Young-Schultz, who's going to come to the plate for the Rangers. Lee side infield has creeped in now to try and cut down the run at the plate. First pitch hit towards left field. That ball is going to slice just foul down the line. So the count, no balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one misses just up and in for ball 1. Fergoni comes set. Here's the pitch. Hit hard between short and third, and that ball's going to get into left field for a single. And that is an RBI knock there for Tanner Young-Schultz as he increases the Etobicoke lead now to 2-0.
The batter is number 33, Noah Case.
So Schultz Young, the runner at first. Designated hitter Noah Case hits one back to Fragoni. On to second, on to first. Good play there by the veteran right-handers. They spin the 1-4-3 double play. And that's all for the Rangers here in the home half of the third inning. So for the Rangers in the home half of the third inning, 1 run on 2 hits. There were no Lee side errors, and there were no runners left on base. The score after 3 innings of play from Reverend Ronald Cullen Stadium here in Windsor, Ontario. It is the Etobicoke Rangers who have jumped out to a 2-0 lead over the Lee side Leafs on Championship Monday from the 2025 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifying Tournament. Again, just to kind of recap the scenario here, if you weren't on air earlier, as of right now, the Leafs are undefeated in this tournament at 5-0. They would have to be defeated twice today in order to give up the or not win the championship. So if we do get a Rangers win in this game, there will be a second game played today. I believe the first pitch for that game will be somewhere approximately around 1 o'clock. We'll see what the pace of this game is, but we'll let you know by the end of the broadcast if we do get into that situation, what's going to be happening.
Ben Jones.
So we're off to the top of the 4th. For the Lee side Leafs, it's first baseman Ben Jones leading things off as he hits a little flare to short center field. That's going to get down in front of Alex Thrower. And the Leafs have their leadoff man aboard here in the top of the 4th. So that's going to bring up Lee side catcher Ben Baker. So he takes a pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. First at bat of the day for Baker as he came in partway through this game. Took over the catching duties for Graham Henry, who moved out to second base as Nick Manikarakis had to exit this game. Teachman with a look over at first.
7, Ben Baker.
Jones back in time at first base. Another good pitch from Teachman there, but that one missing just down for a ball. Count now even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Jones with his lead from first. Here's the pitch from Teachman. Fouled back to the backstop for strike 2 as so 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Teachman has his sign and comes set. Here's the pitch. Slider just misses the outside corner for a ball. Very handy pitch there, but ruled the ball. So count now even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two pitch from Teachman. Fastball, that's going to get fouled out of play off to the right side of the field here. Again, if you're joining in on our stream this morning, I'm seeing lots of views come across as we look at our analytics here. We thank you for spending part of your Monday with us here on the Civic Weekend in Ontario. That ball ripped into center field by Baker, and he's going to reach by a single. So the Leafs, with their first
Number 9.
threat of the game since back in the first inning, they have a pair of runners on here now with nobody out. That's going to bring up the center fielder for the Leafs, Michael DeLuca. DeLuca with some power. We saw him yesterday as he hit a solo home run versus the Waterloo Tigers in that game. First pitch from Teachman. Popped up behind the plate. A lot of room there for the catcher, Tanner Young-Schultz, and DeLuca pops out to the catcher for the first out here in the top of the fourth.
The batter is number 27, Graham Henry.
So that's going to bring up the now second baseman, Graham Henry. First pitch to Henry, misses out for a ball. So 1 ball to count on Henry. No official at bat yet today. He walked in his first plate appearance as he drills that ball towards right center field. Alex Thrower makes the call. He makes the catch. Runner tags from second base. They're going to make their way to third. So we have 2 outs now and runners on the corners for the Leafs.
The batter is number 19, Andrew Clifford.
So designated hitter Andrew Clifford going to make his way to the plate as we get a coaching visit from the Etobicoke side. Does sound like there is some action down in the Etobicoke pin. Unfortunately, Jonah, I am using my phone to stream. I should have taken a picture of them before the game, and I could have posted them on my X account, but I have them here in my scorebook in front of me. If you have questions, fire them into the chat, and I can do my best to answer them for you. So it looks like Teachman going to remain in this game for now as the DH Clifford digs in. 0 for 1 popped out to third baseman David Boato. That pitch misses outside for ball 1. It's a good point, Scratch. If you can do that, that would be fantastic, as Lee side is scoring this game on Game Changer as well. So Lee side runners taking their lead. That pitch from Teachman finds the zone for strike 1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed by Clifford for strike 2. So I believe the count now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ben Jones, the runner at third base. Ben Baker, the runner at first. Here's the pitch from Teachman. Hit up the middle, backhand play. Good diving stop there by Mark Capone. He flips to Michael Ferracuti at second. And what a play there by the veteran Mark Capone as he's able to save a run for his pitcher Teachman. And that's all for Lee side in the top half of the 4th inning. So for the Leafs in the top half of the fourth inning, they scored no runs on 2 hits. There were no Etobicoke errors, and the Leafs leave 2 runners on base. We are through 3.5 innings of play here at the Micmac Sports Complex in Windsor, Ontario. The score remains the Etobicoke Rangers 2, the Leaside Leafs no score. And if you're joining in on the stream today, we thank you so much for your support throughout the weekend of the games that we've been covering. Really appreciate everyone dropping the comments, and they have been. Hope you're all enjoying the action that we've been bringing you here from Windsor and the surrounding areas. We've been moving around throughout the weekend. So if you're on the stream today, you can drop us a note in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. I know yesterday we had the General, Mike Gauthier, watching all the way from Wisconsin. So, Mike, if you're watching again today, hope you're enjoying things so far. Mike, an alumnus of the Rangers back in the big teams they had in the 90s and early 2000s. Had quite a few nice messages on our X account today as well. I noticed Chris Dorian and a few others who have worn the Rangers uniform in the past also shooting us messages. So great to hear from a lot of them. Heard from a lot of Leaside alums too. Kyle Christenbaum, I saw you message yesterday. Howie Burney on the stream as well yesterday. So great to see so many people following. Glad we're able to bring you some eyes here from Windsor as Hunter Visser takes that fastball from Jorge Fragoni and rips it back up the middle for a leadoff single here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
The batter number 32.
Cole, thanks for dropping in. Thanks for the message. Cole cheering for Leaside in this one. So the leadoff runner aboard here at first. Right fielder Dan Franchischetti hits that one hard to right center field. Joe Woods making his way back, but he makes a great catch in the gap out there in right field, and what a grab. That one certainly looked like it was going to get down, but he went a long way to make that catch. And Franchischetti is the first out of the inning, but a little bit of a mental lapse there by Leaside is trying to get the ball back to pitcher Fragoni. They overthrow him, and the runner Hunter Visser going to make his way to second. So great play there by Joe Woods in right field as he records the out. Fortunately, like I said, just a little bit of an error there as the infield there overthrows the pitcher trying to get the ball back to him, and Visser takes off to second base. So Mark Capone at the dish now. The first pitch to him is fouled back and out of play for strike one. Takes that pitch for a ball, so the count now 1 ball and 1 strike. Mike, glad you're enjoying the game. Courtney, great to see you on the call as well. Had a good chat with your brother yesterday. He threw a great game against Waterloo. Here's the pitch from Fragoni, hit on the ground to short. Visser going to make his way to third. He's there safely. The throw to first, though, is low. And Ben Jones unable to pick that one up. So that will be a throwing error to shortstop Mac McKenzie.
The batter number 1, Alex Fuller.
So a couple of errors here in this bottom of the fourth inning have now put runners at the corners for the Rangers with 1 out. And we are back to the top of the order now as center fielder Alex Thrower digs in. The pitch from Fragoni. That one hit towards center field. Center fielder going to line it up. DeLuca makes the catch. He's just going to throw it into second base though. And the sac fly from Alex Thrower has increased the Etobicoke lead now to 3-0.
Batter number 14, David Boato.
So runner still at first. That is second baseman Mark Capone. Third baseman David Boato at the plate. Here's the pitch from Fragoni. This is down for ball 1. Boato 0 for 1 today. He walked back in the first inning. He struck out in the second inning. That fastball fouled back into the backstop for strike 1. Three nothing Etobicoke Rangers over the Leaside Leafs as we play here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Capone with the lead from first. Here's the pitch. That one fouled to the backstop as well. So the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Capone takes off for second. Boato hits that one to first. It is a fair ball and under the glove of Jones and into right field. Capone going to make his way to third as he was on the move. And he will stop there as Rangers once again have runners at the corners with 1 out.
The batter number 4, Ryan Canis.
So Fragoni going to take a second to collect himself. First baseman Ryan Panis going to dig in now. Panis 2 for 2 in today's game. He's got a pair of singles. He's also scored 1 of the 3 Etobicoke runs. First pitch to Panis. Fastball in the outside corner called strike 1. Long pause from Fragoni. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That pitch sails up and away for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. The 2-1 pitch sails outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike now the count on Panis. Mark Capone, the runner at third for the Rangers. David Boato, the runner at first. 3-1 pitch. Good fastball that finds the outside corner for strike 2.
All right, four, let's go. Punch it through now.
So full count here, only 1 out though. Oh, my apologies, there are 2 outs here. So Boato going to be on the move at first. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to first base, but Ben Jones right there as he catches that line drive. And that is all for the Rangers here in the home half of the fourth inning. So for Etobicoke in the bottom half of the fourth inning, they score 1 run on 2 hits. There were 2 Lee side errors, and the Rangers leave 2 runners on base. We go to the top of the 5th inning now. The score here at Reverend Ronald Cullen Stadium, it is the Etobicoke Rangers leading the Lee side Leafs by a score of 3-0. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back for the top of the 5th inning in a few minutes. So we're all set for action here in the top of the 5th inning of the championship game here of the 2025 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifying Tournament.
The 5th inning for Lee side, number 1, Mackenzie Mitchell.
Top of the order due up here for the Leafs as they will face new Rangers pitcher, number 24, Mark Risotto. First pitch to shortstop. Mac Mitchell finds the outside corner for strike 1. Mac 0 for 1 today. He's walked and popped out to the catcher. That slider misses the outside corner for ball 1. Ball hit high to right field. Francischetti looks like he has a beat on that. He'll make the catch. And Mackenzie Mitchell is the first out here in the top of the 5th.
The batter number 5, Dan Goldberg.
So left fielder Dan Goldberg going to step in now. He's swinging at the first pitch. Hits it to short left field. Hunter Bisser out there, though. He camps under that and makes the catch. And just like that, there are 2 quick outs here for the Leafs in the top of the 5th.
Ryan Ricci.
You're good. So the first pitch to third baseman Ryan Ricci misses for a ball. Risotto with his sign. Here comes the pitch. Fastball that misses out for ball 2. 2-0 the count here on Ryan Ricci. 0 for 1 with a walk and a fly out to center field. Fastball comes back over the outside corner for strike 1. Three nothing Etobicoke Rangers here in the top of the 5th inning over the Leaside Leafs as that slider misses outside for a ball. Championship Monday of the 2025 Men's AAA National Qualifying Tournament. Ricci hits that ball to right field. Franchischetti going to camp under that. He'll make the catch. And the Leafs are down in order here in the top of the 5th inning. So for the Leafs in the top half of the 5th, no runs, no hits. There were no Etobicoke errors, and there were no runners left on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning of our championship game. It is the Etobicoke Rangers currently leading the Leaside Leafs 3-0. Again, if we do get a win here by the Etobicoke Rangers, there will be a second game after this, as the Leafs do have to be defeated twice today, as they are still undefeated. So we will get you a start time for that game following this one if it is necessary. So stay tuned as we'll take a short break. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 5th. So we're ready for the bottom of the 5th inning. It will be shortstop Michael Ferracuti leading things off for Etobicoke. He takes a pitch down from right-hander Jorge Fragoni for ball 1. Catcher Tanner Young-Schultz due up second this inning with the designated hitter Noah Case due up third. That ball hit hard to right field. Right fielder Joe Woods takes a few steps back. He'll camp under that and make the catch for the first out of the inning.
The batter number 5, Tanner Young-Schultz.
So we have one out here with the catcher Tanner Young-Schultz making his way to the plate. First pitch, fastball, inside corner, called strike 1. Tanner 1 for 2 today with an RBI singles. He fouls that ball out of play down the left side of the field. Rob Borden, welcome to the stream, my friend. Great to see you out. Another pitch to Young-Schultz, going to be fouled off down the left field line. So count remains 0-2. Ball hit to first base. Jones going to take it on the big hop, and he'll get to first in time to retire Tanner Young-Schultz for the second out here in the bottom of the 5th.
go, Murph.
Pitch hitter number 21, Daniel Murphy.
So we are going to have a pinch hitter here for the Rangers as veteran Dan Murphy going to take some swings for Noah Case. First pitch from Fergoni. Fastball fouled back and out of play for strike one. Boogie, all the best to you too, brother. Glad you're enjoying the game. Brendan Lyons, another Etobicoke alumnus, joining in. Brendan, thanks for joining us today. That pitch missing for a ball. Three 0 Etobicoke as we play here in the bottom of the fifth. That pitch misses up and away to Murphy for a ball. Left fielder Hunter Bisser waits on deck. Murphy hits that ball on the ground to second base. A little bit of a stumble there by Graham Henry, but he's back to his feet and gets the ball on to Ben Jones at first as the Rangers are down in order here in the bottom of the fifth inning. So for the Rangers in the home half of the fifth, no runs, no hits, no lee side errors, no one left on base. 5 innings of play in the books here at Reverend Ronald Cullen Stadium. The score remains the Etobicoke Rangers 3 and the lee side Leafs no score. I don't know if it was just a late night for all the Etobicoke alumni, but I see them all flying onto the stream here pretty quick now. JJ, hope you're keeping well. AJ, good to see you as well. Hope you boys have your Carly lights out enjoying this one. So we'll take a quick break here. We'll get right back to the action here in a few minutes. Hey, welcome back. We're set for the top of the sixth inning. 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for the lee side Leafs with right fielder Joe Woods leading things off against Rangers right-hander Mark Risotto as he delivers that pitch that misses just outside for ball one. First baseman Ben Jones due up second. That pitch comes back over the outside corner for strike one. Catcher Ben Baker due up third this inning. The count now 1-1 on Woods. Here's the pitch from Risotto. Change up that misses up in the zone for ball two. Two 2-1 pitch from Risotto. Fastball belted to left field. Bisser going to take a couple of steps to his left. He makes the catch. That ball hit well by Woods, but right at Hunter Bisser. And Woods is down for the first out here in the sixth inning.
Ben Jones.
That pitch missing for ball one to first baseman Ben Jones. Patrick, thank you for the kind words. Glad we're able to bring you this one today. 1-0 pitch. Fastball up and away for ball two. Ball fouled back and out of play. Just behind us into the concourse here. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Or sorry, 2 balls and 1 strike the count. Here's the pitch. That one misses way outside for ball 3. So 3-1 the count here on Ben Baker. Or my apologies, on Ben Jones. Ben Baker waits on deck. Their fastball fouled straight back over us and out of play. Here comes the pitch from Risotto. Fastball hit on the ground to third base. Bellato up with that one. Throw across the diamond. And in time to retire Ben Jones, as it looks like he might be a little bit hobbled there as he comes up limping at first base. Long grind for these.
7, Ben Baker.
Long grind for these teams and every year at this tournament. So we hope Ben's okay. Looks like he might have done something to his hamstring there. So he'll slowly make his way to the dugout. We hope Ben's okay. Looks like we're good to keep rolling here now as catcher Ben Baker. Going to step in for his second at bat of the game. 1 for 1 with a single. First pitch to Baker, slider on the outside corner for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Risotto. Fastball hit down the first base line, but it is foul, but good play there by the Leafs first base coach as he catches that one on a line. So 0-2 pitch coming to Baker. That pitch in the dirt. Good block there by Tanner Young-Schultz. Three 0 Etobicoke Rangers as we play here in the top of the 6th inning. Dan Esty here for the CABC. Glad we're able to bring you today's action. That fastball just misses the outside corner for a ball. Very close pitch, but looked like it might have just missed the corner. Count now 2-2. Here's the pitch. Slider hit on the ground to second base. Mark Capone up on the big hop on to first. And then Baker retired for the third out here in the top of the 6th inning. So for Lee side in the top half of the 6th inning, no runs, no hits. There were no Etobicoke errors. There were no runners left on base. We are through 5.5 innings of play here at the Micmac Sports Complex. The score remains the Etobicoke Rangers 3. The Lee side Leafs no score. Looks like we're going to have some defensive changes here for the Leafs, so we'll get you those after we come back here, just after a short break. So some defensive changes here for the Leafs as we start the bottom of the 6th inning. Ben Jones has exited this game. So third baseman Ryan Ricci going to make his way to first base. And coming into the game for Lee's side to play at third base is number 20, Kevin Henry.
6th inning for Etobicoke, number 31, Hunter Fisher.
Bottom third of the order due up here for the Etobicoke Rangers as left fielder Hunter Bisser leads things off. He chops one down the left field line foul.
Go 4-1, punch it through.
One pitch from Fergoni. Hit on a line towards shortstop. So the umpire at second base saying that was a catch in the air. So good play there from Mackenzie Mitchell. And Hunter Bisser retired for the first time today.
Dan Franchischetti.
Right fielder Dan Franchischetti going to step in now for the Rangers. Franchischetti 1 for 2 today with a single and a run. First pitch from Fergoni. This is down in the zone for ball 1. One-0 pitch swung on and missed by Franchischetti for strike 1. So we count even now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 6th, 3-0 Etobicoke in this one over Lee's side. That ball punched towards right field, and that is going to get down for a single. Good piece of hitting there from Franchischetti as he didn't try and do too much there, just punched that ball over the second baseman's head. And he is on with his second single of the day. That's going to bring up second baseman Mark Capone. Capone 0 for 1 today. He takes a pitch for a strike from Jorge Fergoni. Single in his first at bat. He reached via an error in his second at bat. I would say between Capone and the gentleman on the mound, Jorge Fergoni, probably close to 40 years of senior baseball experience. Both guys been playing for a long time. Here's the pitch from Fergoni. Fastball that misses outside for a ball.
Let's go.
So Franchischetti with the lead from first. Here's the pitch to Capone. Fouled back into the screen. Again, based on the outcome of this game, we could have a second game following this one. if Etobicoke is able to hang on here. So we will get you the details of that game after, and we will bring you the live stream as well. Here's the pitch to Capone. One popped up towards short left field. That's going to be a long run for Dan Goldberg, but he makes the call and the catch. And Capone is retired for the second out of the inning.
The batter is number 1, Alex Thrower.
So we're back to the top of the order now with 2 outs. Center fielder Alex Thrower going to step in. Thrower 1 for 2 today. Got a single with an RBI back in the first. Grounded out to second base. And then had a sac fly in his third at bat. That pitch missing for a ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Fragoni as that pitch finds the zone for strike 1. One pitch to Thrower. That's going to sail high and out for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. 3-0 Rangers. They lead the Leafs here as we play in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. That one misses up and out as well for ball 3. So 3-1 the count on Alex Thrower. Third baseman David Boato waits on deck. Here's the pitch. Good fastball there that finds the zone for strike 2. So full count, 2 outs here. So the runner Franceschetti going to be on the move here on the pitch. Full count offering. That one sails outside.
Go Rangers.
So the Rangers now with runners on first and second base. They look to try and increase their lead here in the home half of the 6th. Third baseman David Boato going to step in now. Boato 1 for 2 today. Had a single in his last at bat. He's also walked and has a strikeout as he fouls that ball back and out of play for strike 1.
Go 1-4.
Back over triple digits on our stream again today. Great to see everyone jumping on and enjoying the action today from Windsor. Appreciate all of you. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Good fastball there from Fragoni finds the zone for strike 2. Oh, 0-2 the count. Fragoni set. Here comes the pitch. Down in the dirt there. A good balk by Ben Baker as he's able to keep that one in front. So I believe the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fragoni with a long look in here at Baker. He has the sign he wants now and comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed by Boato. And he is down on strikes to end the bottom of the 6th inning. So for the Rangers in the home half of the 6th inning, no runs on 1 hit. There were no Lee side errors, and the Etobicoke club leaves 2 runners on base. We head to the top of the 7th inning as the Leafs try and keep themselves alive in this one. They currently trail this game right now 3-0 to the Etobicoke Rangers. Again, if this lead does hold, we will have a second game that's going to be taking place following this one. We will figure out a start time for you for that one following the completion of this one. I'm sure they'll make an announcement here over the PA system. It is listed as 1 o'clock. Right now it is almost 5 after 12. So we'll see if they stick with that 1 o'clock start. And we'll go from there. But right now we have to get through the top of the 7th first. Bottom third of the order due up for the Lee side Leafs here in the 7th inning. Center fielder Michael DeLuca will lead things off, followed by second baseman Graham Henry and the DH Andrew Clifford due up third. Huck, thanks for the kind words, my friend. Glad you're able to get on for a little bit. So right-hander Mark Risotto going to look to try and lock this one down for the Rangers here as he takes the ball in the 7th inning.
Number 9, Michael DeLuca.
3rd inning of work here for Risotto. Here's the first pitch coming to DeLuca. It's a slider that misses outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Get up the middle, and that's going to get into center field for a single for DeLuca. And the leadoff man aboard here for the Leafs in the top of the 7th.
The batter's number 27, Graham Henry.
So second baseman Graham Henry going to dig in now for his at-bat. Henry started this game behind the dish. Had to make the move to second base as there was an injury to Lee side second baseman Nick Manakarakis. He takes the first pitch fastball for a strike from Mark Risotto. Michael DeLuca, the lead from first. Here's the pitch from Risotto. That pitch misses outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count on Graham as the designated hitter Andrew Clifford waits on deck. Risotto going to check over on DeLuca at first. He dives back in safely. Risotto comes set. Here's the pitch. Slider, that's going to be popped out of play on the right side of the field. So the count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes on the second baseman, Graham Henry. Risotto has his sign. Here's the pitch. Runner fakes going. He's going to hold up, though. That pitch misses up for a ball. Count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled right back over our heads here. Henry able to keep himself alive. So good battle here between Henry and the pitcher Risotto. Another 2-2 pitch. Slider that misses just out for a ball. Here's the pitch. Fastball that's popped up on the infield and should be playable. Third baseman David Boato makes the call. He makes the catch. And Graham Henry is down for the first out here in the top of the 7th inning.
Batter number 19, Andrew Clifford.
So good battle there between Henry and Risotto, but that round goes to the pitcher Risotto. So we have one out now with a runner on first, the DH Andrew Clifford coming to the plate. We do have a mound visit here by the Etobicoke coaching staff. So Naeem Sadiq going to make his way back to the bench. Young Schultz with a quick chat with his pitcher as we look like we're ready to go here as umpire and catcher Tanner Young Schultz make their way back to the dish. So here comes the first pitch to Clifford. He takes a fastball on the outer third of the plate for strike one. So the count 0-1 here on Clifford. Shortstop Mackenzie Mitchell waits on deck. Here's the pitch. That ball just foul past a diving Ryan Panis at first. Very close play there, but umpire Stephen Gomes right on top of that. So the base runner DeLuca going to make his way back to first. Here's the pitch from Risotto. Good changeup as Clifford swings at that one and comes up empty. Clifford down for the second out of the inning. And the Leafs down to their final out in this one now.
The batter number 1, Mackenzie Mitchell.
So shortstop Mackenzie Mitchell going to step in. 0 for 2 today. Walked back in the first inning, popped out to the catcher, and flew out to right field as the runner takes off for second base, and they'll take second on defensive indifference. Mitchell hits the ball hard to third base. Into the glove of David Boato across the diamond in time. And the Etobicoke Rangers force a deciding championship game in this one as they have defeated the Leaside Leafs by a score of 3-0. So we'll take a short break here and we'll get to our post game here in a couple of seconds. So for Lee side in the top of the 7th inning, they go no runs on 1 hit. There was no Etobicoke errors, and they leave 1 runner on base. So the final score in this game is the Etobicoke Rangers 3, the Lee side Leafs 0. So there will be a deciding game now that's played here. I'm just waiting for the official announcement so we can see what the start time is going to be. That game is a winner-take-all game now, as that was Lee side's first loss of the tournament. So I'll stay online here for a second and see what the announcement is. I'll make that announcement for everyone. We're going to take a quick break with our equipment and go and charge it, and then we'll be right back for that game that's going to be happening later. So stay tuned for a second. I'll get that information for everyone, and then we'll get going here in a second. Sorry, the one thing I did forget to announce, the line scores from last game. For the Etobicoke Rangers, they get 3 runs on 9 hits. There were no Lee side errors, and Etobicoke leaves 8 runners on base. For the Lee side Leafs, it is no runs on 3 hits. They commit 3 errors, and there will be 7 runners left on base.
Lee side is the home team.
So there's the official announcement there from our PA announcer that official start time will be 1 p.m. here at the stadium. Lee side will be the home team for that game as they won the toss. So we're going to charge our stuff up. We'll get some lineups for that one. For my friends that were asking about lineups, I will take a picture of them and post them this time before the game and make sure that we get them up for you. Thank you to everyone for joining in on our stream here this morning. Really appreciate all the kind messages, seeing everyone pop through. We got 1 left to play before we crown an Ontario champion. So we'll see everyone back at 1 o'clock. Take care, and we'll see you soon.